So here's the thing about Jack. Jack is obsessed with Kimmy. Jack has been obsessed with Kimmy for a long time, even more obsessed than Jackson is with getting Kimmy out of the house. The thing about Jack is that I've watched him on the feeds. I've watched his body language. Last night, Big Brother gave the house guests some alcohol or something, and Jack seemed to be within Kimmy's vicinity. If you don't like somebody, and I mean like you really hate this person, you don't want to be around this person, you don't end up standing anywhere within their vicinity, anywhere that they are facing. You're not even 2 feet away. You stay the hell away from that person. But last night it seemed like Jack kept disappearing and he got closer. Then he was like this way from her, this way from her. Then all of a sudden they were at like the pool table or something, and Kimmy was sitting on there. I don't remember if Bella was there or not. And all of a sudden Jack is next to Bella, and I'm just like, dude, you hate this girl. You said you want to stomp a mud hole in this girl's chest. You called her the B word. If memory serves, you called her the C word. You don't like her. You want her out of the house. So, in the words of Mariah Carey, if I can flip one word, why are you so obsessed with her? Like, dude, what is going on? And the fact that you want her backdoored for not doing anything other than not liking your cooking is pretty petty. And as I said before in my previous videos, I'm here for gameplay. I'm not here for this personal crap. Like, get this person out of the house because they did something to you game-wise. Not talk about it. I'm talking about they did it. Like, they took out your friend. They went and they nominated you. They went and they put you up on the block as a replacement. They did all these different things to you and to your alliance members. Fine, but all this, I'm going to get them out because they said my name type mess, please. It's just completely and utterly annoying. But hey guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm Sage Valentine. Welcome to my channel. Right now I'm going to review CBS's Big Brother Season 21 episode number, I believe this is number 4, right? I think it's number 4. Okay, so pretty much Christy's the HOH. Jackson still has that camp counselor or camp director power. Catherine and Cliff are nominated, and Ovi has this new nightmare power, which sounds amazing. Now, supposedly, Cliff is a pawn, but then Catherine also thinks she's a pawn on the block, too. And to Christy, Catherine going home isn't a big deal because those two butt heads. And they actually butt heads, from what I heard, before they even turned on the feeds because of something having to do with Catherine's anxiety medication or something, and Christy told her to take her medication, something like that. But anyway, Catherine hasn't won any competitions yet, but still I see her as kind of a force to be reckoned with, and I'm wondering, is she not winning these competitions simply because she's not winning them, or is she not winning them because she wants to float for a while? So, Ovi is happy that he's not nominated because he does not have to use his special power, so it's all good for him. But me, being the person who was paying attention to the feeds and social media, I knew that Ovi was the replacement nominee, so I was just sitting there like this. Oh, poor baby. Now, Kimmy loves Bella, and I'm just like, if you only knew Kimmy, the things that Bella has said, the things that she has done to ensure you are going to be backdoored. I mean, she's told everything, and I do mean everything, that she possibly can. That's my cat, Tuxa. The thing about it is that this edit in this episode makes it seem like Bella is looking out for Kimmy and she's her best friend. Bella's a rat. Bella even ratted out a new development that you'll find out in a later episode. It didn't even last for a couple days before she ratted that out. I really feel like she's only allegiant to Nick and Nick only, and I feel like Nick is going to play her and get her out of that house. So apparently Kimmy and Bella's little friendship is messing up the 8. I don't know how, but the 8 is paranoid. Kimmy is dangerous for doing what? For not liking Jack and Jackson's cooking? I don't understand that. So the 8 decide, as a collective, allegedly, that they want to blindside Kimmy. And I'm just like, how is she a valid backup? Like, what did she do to get blindsided or to be backdoored? I'm still not clear on that because all that other stuff is personal. I'm talking about gameplay. Game-wise, what did she do? Absolutely nothing. So Jackson and Kat are in a showmance, even though Jackson's saying he's not. They slept together, so obviously they're in a showmance, even if he doesn't believe that they are. Christy sees Catherine chilling out with Jack in like the wee hours of the morning, and she says, you know, maybe it's time for them to get Catherine out of the house. Doesn't Catherine want to win veto? Such and such. So they get to pick players for the veto competition, and the players that were picked are Nicole, Jack, and I believe it was Sam, because obviously it was Christy. Yeah, it was Sam. Christy, Cliff, and Catherine were obviously playing automatically. Then Casey came to visit, and she hosted the competition, which was a slow-mo competition involving food. And the funny thing about it was that, like, the edit made it seem like Jack was just horrible at the competition. Like, everybody else was kind of struggling. Though Sam seemed like he was doing just fine. Even when he dropped it, he was like, okay, I dropped such and such. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it again. But he seemed like he was doing well. So then we got down to finding out the scores of the different house guests, and Christy got 10, or she caught 10, Jack caught 20, Cliff, Catherine, and Nicole didn't catch anything, and Sam caught one more than Jack. So Sam pretty much won the veto. Now, Jack and Nick are asking Sam, like, is he going to use the veto? And already to me, I'm just like, you know, really it's Sam's choice whether or not he wants to use the veto. And I get that there's a big alliance and everything, but if you want to use the veto and you wanted the veto to go a certain type of way, perhaps you should win the veto and not try to control everybody else's choices in the game. Yeah, that's shade towards Jack. Now, here's the thing. Kimmy, in Jack's eyes, played a little bit too hard. I don't know how. She was having a conversation with Bella again. Jack is obsessed with her. Jessica could win a power, and Ovi could win the game. Basically, Jack is looking at targeting these 3 people back to back, Kimmy, Jessica, and Ovi. And once they're gone, then they start chipping down at the 8. And I'm just like, Jack, are you going to win something, or are you just going to sit up here and try to pull the strings? Because honestly, you are no Derek, you are no Paul, you are no Paulie. You are just like sitting here making everybody really, really mad. Not only in the house, but also online. A lot of stuff has been unearthing about Mr. Jack. A lot of stuff. Because people are mad at him. Now, Christy's not here for Jack talking over her and making plans. Like, at least ask the HOH or talk to the HOH like she's a human. Not, you're going to do this and you're going to follow your heart and you're going to do this. Like, no, dude. If you want the HOH to go a certain way, how about you win? Simple as that. So Bella wants Kimmy to stay, and she wants Jack to go. Bella says that Kimmy is not bad for her game. She likes Kimmy, but I'm like, you know, Bella, you ratted on her. So you ruined Kimmy's game, but she's your bestie. Woo! So Nick wants to talk to Christy and try to convince Christy to change her mind about backdooring Kimmy, because Bella was talking to Nick about the whole thing of backdooring Kimmy and how she doesn't want Kimmy to go. She wants Jack to go. So Christy has to figure out what's best for her game. She says she's not putting up Kimmy, and she's just like, Sam should do what he wants to do. And she's like, putting up Kimmy is not going to benefit her game. And obviously Jack is pissed off about that, because Jack wants to be a puppeteer or puppet master. He wants to pull the strings. Just like my cats who want to fight while I'm doing this video. They do this all the time. Anyway, Christy is upset. She doesn't want to play anyone else's game. It's too soon to backdoor someone. Thank you. Somebody finally said that, because you guys really just started playing this game and nobody's made any big moves, so what's the rush? Why do you have to get rid of Kimmy? Like, dude, what's going on? And she really doesn't want to backdoor Kimmy. And she feels like, and I'm talking about Christy, that Jack is playing everyone, and he pretty much is. Christy's like, she doesn't want any more enemies, because she knows after this week and being the first HOH, she's going to have enemies, and why add another one? She really didn't want to make waves. And basically, in that segment, she pretty much sees why people are iffy about winning the first HOH, why people kind of try to throw that competition, because winning that first HOH is tough. You put a gigantic Empire State Building size target on your back once you make any moves, because you end up pissing off just about everyone. So Christy decides to talk to Sam about backdooring Kimmy, because Christy was like, you know, I'm going to talk to Sam. I want to see where his head is at. I really hope he doesn't use the veto. Sam is in his diary room session. He's just like, wait, backdoor Kimmy? Why are we backdooring Kimmy? What the hell did she do? Exactly, Sam. That's what everybody online for the most part is saying. What did Kimmy do? Why does he want her out? Like, what is going on? So Christy and Sam are kind of talking in the HOH room. They have the door locked. Ovi comes, knocks on the door, and says, hey, Christy, dinner's ready. Well, that was one mistake that Ovi made. And that's what made Christy decide that she would like to consider putting up Ovi as a replacement nominee for Cliff, or whoever Sam decides to take down. But then again, Christy also thinks about nominating Jack, who's a master manipulator. She sees Ovi as a mystery, or just doing what her alliance wants and getting rid of, or putting up Kimmy so they can get rid of her. Then we get to the veto meeting. Sam used his veto to save Cliff, but he said he would because he and Cliff are fathers and they have that bond together, and he feels like since Cliff was already on the block, there's no point of him being on the block. You're probably saying to yourself, Sage Valentine, what are you talking about? How was he already on the block? Because remember, he was banished and brought back in the game. That's what I'm talking about. So Christy nominates Ovi as a replacement, and she says it isn't personal. I don't know how she's going to survive in this game, and she keeps saying everything is not personal, sweetie, because when people get nominated, most of the time they take it as personal from what I've seen. Ovi is hurt, obviously, and what sucks is that his nightmare power can only be used after he is officially nominated next to somebody. It cannot be used if he is put up as a replacement, so Ovi is in danger. Jack is like flabbergasted that Christy didn't do what he said, and communication in this alliance is bad. We got to get it together. I'm like, no, Jack, you need to win an HOH or a veto if you want to run around pumping your chest and telling everybody what to do, sweetie. You can't do it if you don't win anything. It's that person's choice. It's not your choice. And Christy said that she could always just get Kat out of the house and keep Ovi in the house. The thing is, that's not going to work because the majority of that alliance wants Ovi out. And I think what sucks about Ovi and Kimmy being targeted is that there's really no concrete reason as to why they're being targeted. If Jack is really that much of a threat at this point, and she could gather the numbers, because she actually probably could have, then she should have put Jack up on the block. But she didn't. And she's going to regret that, because eventually if Jack ever wins that HOH, he's probably going to put her up to get back at her for not listening to him, because he is a megalomaniac. And as I said in the beginning of this video, he is obsessed with Kimmy. If you get a chance to try the feeds for free, just pay attention to his conversations, because that's all he talks about is Kimmy. He reminds me so much of Tyler, talking all about Bailey, or previous house guests, talking all about specific house guests, if you get where I'm going. Pretty much all those people who talked all about Davon and all about Dominique. I could go on and on and on, but really I want to go watch the haves or have-nots. So that's about it, guys. I will be back on Sunday to do another review of Big Brother. And then on Tuesday at 7 p.m. I go live on TV Co. It is an app. You can definitely upload it. I know they have an iOS app. I'm not sure about Android. Maybe they do have Android. If not and you're unable to get that, then let me know and I can go live on this channel and we can chat about Big Brother before Big Brother airs. I'm willing to do it. I don't mind. But I love you all. Take care. And I'll be back on Sunday. I'll still be watching the feeds. And Jack will still be obsessed with Kimmy. Everything about Kimmy seems to bother him. Every time she breathes, it bothers him. Dude has some major issues. But leave me some comments. Let me know what you think so far. I really feel bad for Ovi. My mom felt bad for Christy. I really don't. Because she allowed those boys to speak for her all this time. This should have been the early half of Big Brother, because those women used to put those guys in their place. And I think the women need to go back to doing that again. Because if these guys think they're not going to win any major competitions and then they're just going to run things, that's just not how it's going to work. But love you guys. Take care. Bye, guys. And Spider-Man Far From Home is awesome. Love you guys. Bye, guys.